Hello everyone, it's me, Sarah. Welcome to A Curious Cuttlefish Podcast, Episode 9. Welcome everyone to my podcast. My name is Sarah. You can find me on Instagram as A Curious Cuttlefish. You can email me at acuriouscuttlefish@gmail.com, and I have exciting news. I just opened a P.O. box, so now I can get Happy Mail and mail and various things like that, I suppose. I do not have that one memorized because I literally opened it today, but that will also be in the description box beneath if you are interested. So thank you so much for watching my channel, thank you so much for watching my videos, and if you are new, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button. It's always helpful if you hit that like button, and I love replying to each and every one of your comments. I am not always on top of that, but I do get to them eventually. So let's go over some things. It has been 2 weeks since I have been able to do my podcast. I was on vacation, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. So at the end of this podcast, I will show you guys some of the pictures from my trip to Yosemite and tell you guys about what we did while we were up there. And if you're not interested in that, you do not have to watch that part of the video. So I will put that at the very end for those of you here for just the Yarny goodness. Alrighty, so even though it has been 2 weeks, I would say I honestly have not worked on a ton of finished objects because these past 2 weeks have been rather busy, not only with the vacation, but I opened my Etsy shop. Thank you for all of you who have gone on there and favorited my shop, and for those of you who have placed some orders with me, I am having lots of fun wrapping those up and sending those out. It is so much fun. But yes, so I have been busy with that. I have also been busy figuring out how to set up my camera for tutorials. So if you have seen, I released my first tutorial late last night. I showed how to make this little octopus right here. So I am working on writing that pattern out, typing it all out. I am hoping to update my shop later this week with some of the patterns that have been tested along with this one right here. So there will be a pattern section in my Etsy shop if you're interested in any of my written patterns. Again, I'm taking extra time to do these things, so that is why there are not as many finished objects today. But let me show you the things that I did have time to work on. Okay, so finished objects. There's a backstory to this one. When I was on my vacation, I had thought I had packed everything, and as normal, you always forget something, and for this trip, we were going out on a lake, and I wanted to stick my feet in the water. I'm not a huge get wet person, but I forgot my swimsuit because, yes, I'm brilliant like that, and I did not forget my yarn. So, I always wear a t-shirt and shorts and stuff when I go swimming, but I did not have any extra undergarments, or I did not bring my swimsuit. So that is where this came in. I had brought yarn, so I made myself a top that I wore under my t-shirt. So this is my bikini top that I crocheted on the first night that we were there because I needed something to wear for when we went to the lake. So there is one of my finished objects. I thought that this worked up very quickly. I did do it from the moment that we got there till I finished it in one evening. So there is this. It's pretty simple pattern. So there's one finished object. Let me know if you're interested in that, because I could sit down and write the pattern for that. I just kind of whipped something up real fast so I'd have something to use. other finished objects. Again, there's tails on these, but here I made a cowl. I am going to be doing a review on this yarn. It is in process, but I love the colors of this one. I love the stitch. I love how this turned out. I believe this is, I'm not remembering the name of the pattern, but you will find a link to the pattern in the description box beneath this video. It was very easy and very fast to make. I think this is one of Crystal at Bagaudet Crochet's tutorials. Is it the rosebud stitch? It's a flower of some sort, but I really like how it worked up. I did make an adjustment so that at the last row I did a series of single crochets all the way around to give it a nice finishing edge. So the review for this yarn will be, this is Ice Yarn's Harmony. Isn't it pretty? I will be doing a yarn review on this, but I want to have a knitted project for you guys too, so you can see how it looks knitted. And as such, I am a slow knitter. That'll be coming out, you know, once I get to the knitting. Here's another one that's for a yarn review. I started this. This is the, I think it's the Dragon Wing Shawl by Fiber Spider. I will have the link to this in the description box beneath, but yeah, it's kind of big. I don't think I can fit it all in this. It's pretty long. So I loved this pattern. I really like this shawl. It's so pretty. I really like this yarn. This is going to be another yarn review that'll be coming out sometime this month because I still have this much left over from the ball of yarn that made this, and I think this is enough to make a hat. I want to knit a hat so that it can go together, and I can talk to you guys about how this yarn worked up in crocheting and knitting. So there's another yarn review that is being in progress, worked on, that will happen sometime this month because I knit slow. Those are my completed projects, and then completed projects, FOs, finished objects. Moving on to my whips, the works in progress. I added one more row to my mile a minute. It is slow going, but you know, I will get there. I have my strips made, I just have to put the borders on, and this is one of my projects that I'm just working on it whenever I have a spare moment, and it sits right there and I don't know what else to work on. But since I have other projects, this one is it's a filler project. So working on that with my leftover yarn that I had from my little swimsuit, I started this, which is going to be another cowl. I really like the pattern. I'll have the link to this pattern in the description box beneath. It's very easy. The pattern is for a scarf, but I'm going to make it into a cowl because I think I would prefer it as a cowl. I'm not big on these like really wide scarves, and so as a cowl I think it would look a lot nicer, or as like an infinity scarf that you can wrap around twice. So there's my progress there. Working on that, and then my final work in progress is in one of my little project bags. I will be putting, so you can see this fabric here. This has a flat bottom. I don't know about this size. I'm still figuring out how to sew these flat bottoms just right, but this fabric pattern, these ones won't have any lining on the inside, but these types of bags will be in my next store update, which I will let you guys know when I do that. Working on extra bags for that. But here is my other work in progress. There's my stitch marker from Mary. Thank you so much. So I'm working on knitting a hat. This is again for that yarn review. So I didn't get very far. I just got the ribbing and I just started the main body of the hat. So if you hear weird noise in the background, that is Rocco having a good time outside. Okay, so those are my projects. That is what I am working on. That is what I have been working on. And let's see, acquisitions. I don't really have anything really new. So when we were on our vacation, Mr. Cuttlefish and I love thrift stores. We love garage sales. We love estate sales. When we are in a new area, we make it a point to look for a thrift store, a garage sale, an estate sale. That is what we do. And so at one of these estate sales, they had this small cut of fabric, which I thought was very pretty. And so I think I have enough fabric here to do 2 project bags. Maybe I might be able to squeeze out 3, but it's a small cut of fabric. So I'm going to try to make 2 project bags out of this fabric. I don't think this will be in my shop update coming up this week, but you will see it in the future. What else? That was my acquisitions. So, I'm looking, my podcast is getting a little long. Plans for this week. Let's get into the Yarny Forecast for this week. And I'm trying to be organized, so I actually printed out a calendar for the month of July on what I want to be doing with my channel. I have so enjoyed hearing your guys' input on my giveaway, hearing what types of videos you like and are interested in, and so I want to start incorporating that into my channel. As a result, I will be starting a beginner series that will come out on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays will be tutorial days, and for the month of July, it is going to be my beginner series on how to crochet. So tomorrow's video, I'm going to be talking about materials and what I would suggest for someone wanting to learn to crochet, along with some tips that I have learned in my experience of doing crochet. So you could be looking for that. That'll be my Tuesday series for the month of July. I'm going to be taking you through what materials you need to get. I will show you how to do all of the basic stitches one at a time on the Tuesdays of this month. We're going to be doing single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and the treble crochet stitches. Eventually I will be expanding this out and to be doing different stitch patterns and sorry for the train. I think I'm going to have to pause this. Oh, the joys of living right next to a railroad track. It becomes normal, and then you hear it when you're recording videos. Anyways, so yes, I will be starting my beginner series tomorrow, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I want to be also showing you some fun, different tutorials on patterns and things you can make with those basic stitches, especially as a beginner, some small projects that you can work on that are great and practical, as well as some fast and easy one skein projects. I think I'll be doing my one skein project series in August. I have to, again, look at my calendar and plan my videos accordingly. So, the beginner series starts tomorrow on Tuesday. I will be doing a yarn adventure on Wednesday. I don't think it'll be carried out to completion because I'm going to have to start recording that today after getting this video up and edited. So it'll just be the start. July is my birthday month, so I want to create the colorway, my Cuttlefish colorway, which will be my oranges and browns, and I want to show you guys the process of me creating that. So that'll be the yarn adventure on Wednesday. I am going to be doing a game spotlight on Saturday and a yarn review on Friday. I'm going out of order. So the yarn review on Friday will be for one of the cotton yarns, as I'm going to be continuing that, and I won't be done with these two ice yarns that I showed you. My knitting is not that fast, but those will be coming up in the future. So I hope you guys enjoy all those videos that will be coming up. That is all I have for the yarny related things and items. I will have an update for when my shop gets updated. That'll probably be on Thursday because that's the only day that doesn't have a video, and that's the day when I will probably have time to update it. So be looking for that. I will be putting more project bags up in there as well as some of my crochet items. And so if you were just here for all of the yarny related stuff, this is where that ends. So thank you so much for watching my video, and for those of you who are interested in hearing about my trip, I will be talking about that now. So we had the amazing opportunity to go up to Yosemite not this past weekend, the weekend before, and it was a lot of fun. If you're not familiar with California, I live in Southern California, and Yosemite is more northern, in Northern California. It took us about 5.5, maybe 6 hours to drive up there. So it's not a short drive. California is a long state, but Mr. Cuttlefish and I do enjoy seeing all the different scenery. California has many different landscapes. We go from being by the ocean, where we are driving through the desert, through the mountains, into the forest, where there's lakes and streams. There was farmlands that we drove through. It was very beautiful. We really enjoyed it. I did not document us on the way going, but on the way coming back, I did take some photos, so I will be putting those up above as I talk about them. This was actually a trip that was many years in the making. Much to my surprise, Mr. Cuttlefish went up to Yosemite 15 years ago with his high school friends, and they agreed that they would be going back in 15 years. And so this is that 15-year mark, and we went back. We did not spend the whole time up in Yosemite, but we had a very good time. We did a cabin that was up in the mountains right up by Bass Lake. So the first full day we had there, we actually went to Bass Lake. We rented a boat, took Rocco up there with us. We found a dog-friendly location to stay. He had a blast. He actually enjoyed the boat, which we were all very surprised about. Mr. Cuttlefish and I enjoyed the boat, which is very surprising for me because I get motion sickness like no other. Thankfully, I did not get sick while we were on the boat. The views were gorgeous, and this was probably my favorite day. We did not go into Yosemite. We just hung out on a boat on the lake, and it was very calm and peaceful and just enjoying everyone's company. It was wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed the pictures. And then the second full day that we were there, we were able to go up into Yosemite. So we went and we walked. We saw some waterfalls. We took pictures by where you can see Half Dome at the viewpoint. We had pizza down in the valley, and then Mr. Cuttlefish and I headed back to the cabin while everyone else decided to go see another waterfall. They wanted to see the sunset, but we forgot that they were at a higher elevation. There are high mountains, as Yosemite is in a valley, so the sunset was missed for those in the group that went to go see it. Mr. Cuttlefish and I like to rest and relax on our vacations. We enjoy seeing many things, but we also want to have a balance of resting so we don't have to take a vacation from our vacation. So we did not see the sunset, although we hear that the people who stayed did not see the sunset either. But they got beautiful photos. So that was the majority of our trip in a nutshell. So I hope you guys enjoyed the photos that were up above. We had a blast. It was a wonderful time, and I am so thankful that we were able to take Rocco with us. It makes it a lot easier. Anyways, that was my week. It has been busy, it has been eventful, it has been so much fun, and I have so enjoyed having the time together with my husband and with some friends. I did miss making videos for you guys. I did miss the interactions, so hopefully now I can get back to my regular video schedule. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Sorry it is a longer video, and I will be seeing you all tomorrow with my beginner series and the tips that I have for the materials that you would need if you're interesting. Most people are interesting. If you are interested in learning how to crochet. So I hope you enjoy my upcoming series. I hope you enjoy my yarny adventures and my reviews. I am loving doing this. I will be having my Cuttlefish colorway coming out at some point. I need to work on creating that today. And I am trying to have some plans in mind for what I'm going to do for my birthday. I think I might do a little flash giveaway, so be on the lookout for that, especially since some of you don't know what day that'll be. So that'll be fun, right? Little surprises. Okay, anyways, getting off topic. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love replying to each and every one of your comments, and I do my best to get to them in a timely manner. Sometimes I get busy because I am that crazy ambitious person, but I do enjoy reading them, and I do reply when I am able. The only ones I don't always reply to are my giveaways, because there are many comments in there, and I make sure that I read each and every comment, so then I put a little heart by it when I have read it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all tomorrow.